I've got over 1,100 licensed premises in the West End, and that comes with its own problems with regards to antisocial behaviour, people having too much to drink, resulting in arrests. Then I'll lose officers off the street for several hours dealing with custody issues. This power, this legislation we've now got with regards to the antisocial dispersal zone certainly keeps officers on the street and solves the problem of antisocial behaviour in my area. We're in the Trocadero, which is in the heart of Soho in Coventry Street, and you're looking at 160 cameras here that cover most of Westminster. There's a set zone which basically covers the whole of Soho, where if there's a group of 2 or more people engaged in disorderly behaviour, then an officer can approach those people and instruct them to leave the designated area and not to come back inside 24 hours.
You're not allowed to be drinking on the streets of Westminster. On this occasion, you're not going to get arrested, all right? Previously,
you'd have an officer use their policing skill to speak to somebody. At best, they'd behave themselves when the police officer's there. As soon as the police officer leaves, then they continue with their behaviour.
I'm going to issue you with a dispersal order. There's a controlled zone outlined on here. I'm going to ask you to leave this area.
All right,
okay. Westminster CCTV receiving.
Charlie Delta, this is Charlie Whiskey CCTV, over.
You just take a look up at this camera up here.
During this process, a picture will be taken of that individual, so when the notice has been served on them, if they do come back into the area, then they will be found out by the CCTV, who will then direct officers to where they are now, and they'll be arrested as a result.
That's all received. I have an image of him.
It puts more resource on the street for me. It saves officers coming into the police station. They can spend 10 minutes dealing with somebody on the street, stay on the street doing that, be visible, and then move on to the next problem if there is one there. I'd say that this power is transferable to other major cities and small towns. So if you've got a particular problem this is suitable for, then the evidence is already out there for you. It's a matter of assigning somebody to go and collate all that evidence for you and put it into a package. Statements from the residents and business communities with regards to issues they see on the street every day, and they'll give us statements to add to the package to present to the senior police officer and direct to the council. There are 3 pieces of legislation that you can use to help tackle this sort of problem. A dispersal order under the Anti-Social Behaviour Act 2003, street drinking bans under the Criminal Justice and Police Act 2001, or directions to leave under the Violent Crime Reduction Act 2006.
306, this is Charlie Whiskey CCTV. The 2 males you ordered a dispersal order to earlier, they're back in the area.
We get a lot of positive reaction from the communities and the businesses in the area because they see the visible effects on the street, reducing the antisocial behaviour in the area.
Obviously you remember us. I'm going to place you in handcuffs.
Statistically, year on year, there was a 35% reduction in total violent crime in this area when we had the zone compared to 6 months previously when we didn't have the zone in place. So it just shows that this particular legislation does work.